A jury at the Glenn County Courthouse here in Georgia came back with guilty verdicts against all three of the white men who were charged with murder and other crimes in the killing of Ahmaud Arbery. Arbery's death captured national attention amid a larger conversation on racial injustice when he was chased and shot in the men's neighborhood back on February 23rd, 2020. Arbery was killed just a short time before the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Obviously, there were other high-profile deaths of African Americans, largely dealing with law enforcement. Around the same time, Breonna Taylor in Kentucky, there was Rayshard Brooks in Atlanta. And so this case became one of those that kind of symbolized, ideas about whether or not Black Americans are treated fairly by police and by the criminal justice system. Issues of race were at the forefront of this case from before the trial even opened. When a jury was first seated after 2.5 weeks of intense questioning of potential jurors, all but one black juror were struck from the panel. They ended up with a jury of 11 whites and one black man. There was some great concern about that and how that might impact the trial. During the trial itself, there was a defense attorney who spoke out. It was after Reverend Al Sharpton came and sat in the courtroom with Arbery's parents, and he made a comment about he didn't want to see any more black pastors in the courtroom. At the end, because all these men were convicted of murder, there's not a lot of leeway as far as sentencing goes. Under the law in Georgia, murder gets an automatic life sentence. The only question for the judge to decide at sentencing will be whether that's life with or without the possibility of parole. I think appeals are almost certain. I know the attorneys for Travis McMichael, one of the defendants, came out today, the man who shot Ahmaud Arbery, and told us absolutely there would be an appeal. And even then, this isn't the only trial that's going to happen. All three of these men have been charged with federal hate crimes in U.S. District Court here in Brunswick, which is a completely separate court and a completely separate case that alleges that they chased and killed Ahmaud Arbery because he was a black man. And the judge in that case has set jury selection to start in federal court on February 7th next year.